Hello, my name is Noorin Khamisani. I'm a fashion designer and lecturer, and I'm sharing with you my project, which is called Fashion Design for Multiple Lives. So, Fashion Design for Multiple Lives is rooted in an idea of a potential future where all our garments have to be rented or shared. And this is on different levels a challenge to our current relationships with fashion, as well as the current business models and the current fashion system that is so prevalent. And the research began by reflecting on my own professional practice. I have my own label, Outsider, which I started in 2009. And Outsider was rooted in an ethical supply chain and sustainable materials, as well as thinking about longevity in design. And I've always been really fascinated by the garments that we keep for a long time, the garments with emotional durability, the things that we just wear year after year and continue to enjoy. So I started by researching what happened with these garments that I had designed for longevity. I contacted clients and I asked them questions and found out about what had worked in longevity and what had perhaps not been so successful. And then the next step was to look at how multiple lives or multiple users would change that design and change that design process. So I then visited a fashion library in Amsterdam to understand more about how garments actually perform, what they need to be able to do to be able to operate within a rental or shared system. And so through that, I gained an understanding of my design process for longevity, and then I was able to map a new design process for multiple lives. And using that design process, I then went back to 3 key garments from my own collection that had been very successful, and I redesigned them for multiple lives. So the first prototype is a hoodie dress. It's already quite an oversized style, but what I tried to address with this first prototype is the need for garments to adapt to different body shapes, different sizes, but also the fact that our bodies change shape and size over time. So whether this garment was going to be with 1 or 2 or more multiple users over time, there's a versatility within this garment in terms of its sizing, which is through the oversized cut and also strategically placed drawstrings. And embroidered on that prototype are the words multiple size to indicate the freedom of that. And I guess also a gentle kind of challenge to the kind of obsession with sizing that we often have within fashion. The second prototype is a T-shirt dress, and it's embroidered with the words one way or another. And this is with reference to the fact that it is a reversible style. So you have 2 dresses in one. One is quite an easy black, just with a slightly different shine and texture between the 2 different fabrics. And then the other side is a bit more dramatic with a monochrome black and white look. And so this is maintaining a little bit of that playfulness within the function of the garment. So it's very easy to wear, but you can actually change up the look quite differently by turning it the other way. And then the third prototype is the multi-shirt dress. And this is embroidered with the words wear me or share me to encourage the potential user to think differently about the way they interact with this garment and the way they use it. And it's a very simple shirt dress starting point, and then you have different accessories that go with it. So there are different sleeves, there are different collars, there's a belt, there's also a decorative button placket that you can add on. And within this final prototype, you can actually create 120 different looks. And perhaps this is the one that is my favorite and possibly the most successful. And so this is really the epitome for me of fashion design for multiple lives. It's very classic in its styling, but it's still very playful. And I think ultimately when we're thinking about sustainability, this style is trying to address all those things, that we can still have fun with fashion, we can still experiment and change, but we need to have a different kind of interaction with these garments. I hope you like it. Enjoy.